If you've ever pulled up to a new lake with no idea where to start, this one's for you. Every lake has a handful of spots where the fish actually live. The ledges, humps, and channel edges you can't see from the boat. The hard part is finding them. So we built DepthScout. It reads the depth chart for over 11,000 lakes across the US and Canada and scores every piece of structure for the species you're chasing. This season, let's run 6 of the best lakes in the country, right now, and I'll show you exactly where the depth data says to fish. First up, Lake Guntersville, Alabama, the best bass factory in the South. In July, the big largemouth slide off the bank onto deep structure. DepthScout's top pick, a sharp channel break in 20 feet, 94 out of 100. Number 2, an offshore river bar hump in 10 feet. And number 3, a bluff point falling into deep water. 3 community holes, ranked before you even launch. Head north to Lake Erie's western basin, in Ohio, arguably the best walleye water on the planet. In summer, the walleye stack on offshore structure out in the basin. The number 1 spot scores a perfect 100, a mid-basin hump in 28 feet. Then a reef to basin break at 29, and a shoreline point up at 14. Open water, but not random. The fish are on the edges. Lake St. Clair, Michigan, pound for pound the best smallmouth lake in the world. These fish live on hard bottom. DepthScout's top spot is a perfect 100, a sandbar rise in 14 feet. Next, a channel break, also around 14, and a mid-lake rock and gravel patch up shallow. Find the rock, and you'll find the brown fish. Up to the Canadian border. Lake of the Woods, Minnesota. 14,000 islands and giant pike prowling the structure. In summer, the top spot is a break off a point in 16 feet, an 87. Then a shallow feeding flat at 8 feet where they ambush, and a main lake point. Find the edge of the weeds and hold on. Kentucky Lake, the crappie capital. This one scores a perfect 100 on the stake beds and brush back in the bays in about 14 feet. Number 2, a river channel ledge at 25. And number 3, a main lake ledge drop around 20. Find the wood on the edge of deep water and you'll find slabs. Lake Winnebago, Wisconsin, the biggest inland lake in the state, and jumbo perch heaven. The number 1 spot, the deep basin in 18 feet, 94. Then a break off a main lake point at 17, and a weed flat up shallow. On a big, flat lake like this, the depth data is the difference between a full cooler and a long day. Down to Lake Lanier, Georgia, big water striper country. In summer, the stripers pull out to deep, cool structure. The top spot, a sharp break in 29 feet, 94. Then a main lake point out in 36. And for the giants, an old creek channel down at 51 feet. Get your bait deep and on the edge. And we finish on Chickamauga, Tennessee, a giant bass ledge lake. Summer here is all about offshore ledges. The top spot, a sharp break in 20 feet, 94, a main lake point at 19, and a shallow bay flat for the early morning bite. This is where 10-pounders are made. 6 lakes, 18 spots, all from real depth data, and all free. DepthScout has your lake too, over 11,000 of them. Head to DepthScout.com, drop in your lake, pick your species, and get your map. And tell me in the comments, what lake should I break down next?